Welcome to another episode of the Balancing Hormones Naturally podcast, where we offer actions and steps you can take today to start balancing your hormones naturally. This is your podcast host, Leah Brueggemann. I am a functional diagnostic nutritional practitioner. I am honored and excited to be your guide on your journey to better understanding your hormonal health and how it affects your everyday life. Hey ladies, let's talk about this because we are in the new year and I am seeing so many detoxes and resets and your new diet and blah, 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 blah. So let's talk about calories in versus calories out and whether that works for you, it doesn't work for you, all of that fun stuff. This was sparked by, you guessed it, or maybe you didn't guess it, a reel that or not a reel, is that what you call them on TikTok? A video? I don't know, whatever it was called on TikTok. And I'm telling you, it was a dietitian and we love good dietitians, right? Like Funk It Wellness was founded by a dietitian. We love her. But anyway, she made this video and she said, I'm going to say something that's just going to annoy the internet. If you aren't losing weight, you're not actually in a caloric deficit. And then she just walked off like so hoity-toity. And I just wanted to flick her. Like, it's like one of those things where they don't deserve a smack. You shouldn't go around abusing anybody, you guys. But when it's just so annoying but wrong and you just want to I just want to flick you. That's what this reel made me want to do. And I'm going to tell you why. Because calories in versus calories out, like the law of thermodynamics, I'm not trying to refute it. I'm not saying that. But when you hear, if you aren't losing weight, you're not actually in a caloric deficit, what do you think? I'm going to wait a second for you to think. Did you think? Okay. So, did you just go, oh, I need to cut my calories? I know you did, because that's what that implies. So, what do you say to the woman who is already eating 1,200 calories? Honey, you got to eat lower. It's probably what your doctor told you too in the office. Like, I hear so often doctors are like, 800 calories. No. Because at this point, 1,200 calories is the nutritional needs of a toddler. You are not a toddler. So if you are eating that low of calories, you are undernourished. America is overfed and undernourished anyway. And I know a lot of you guys aren't from America. I'm sorry, I always use those statistics. Anyways, if you are already eating 1,200 calories, you're not losing weight, so then you think I need to go lower. You are severely undernourished. And so the reasons why we are at that low of calories in the first place is that your body has adapted to that low of calories. You are dealing with hormonal issues. You have hypothyroidism. You have insulin resistance. Maybe you have any and all of the above. Maybe you're postmenopause and you don't have enough hormones. Maybe you're all of those. I don't know. So then you're just eating too low of calories. So this annoys me so much because you basically are looking at someone who is already not eating enough calories and you go, oh, you're not losing weight because you're eating too many calories. And so then you think you need to lower your calories. Well, yes, you need to be in a caloric deficit to lose weight, but instead of telling somebody to lower their calories, whose calories are already too low, oh my gosh, let's fix the metabolic issue. Let's raise your metabolic rate. Let's reverse insulin resistance. Yes, you can do that. Let's put the hypothyroidism into remission. Let's fix the hormones that are making this such an issue. Let's raise the metabolic rate. So then your caloric deficit is 1,900 calories instead of 800. Does this make sense to you guys? I hope that I just impounded this into your head because it hurts my heart and my brain and my body when I see this. And then women feel like a failure because they can't stick to eating 800 calories. And then they go, well, when I'm in a diet, I have all these cravings and I have no energy. Cravings are not a willpower issue. It's a lack of minerals. It is a lack of nutrients. It's a lack of blood sugar balance. And so often, I think like all of them, all of the HTMAs that I run, all of the hair mineral analysis tests that I run, and someone is struggling to lose weight, I bet you any bucks that their calcium and phosphorus ratio is off, which is their calcium. We all know what calcium is, right? And phosphorus is protein. And their calcium and potassium ratio is off because calcium and phosphorus is their metabolic ratio, and calcium and potassium is their thyroid ratio. And those two are always off if you're having struggles losing weight. And so instead of lowering calories, I fix that issue. I fix the blood sugar balance issue. We reverse the insulin resistance, and then they go, oh, I'm starting to lose weight. Imagine that. Okay, so I'm all about fixing the issue instead of just like cutting the calories lower and lower. And I think it's such a disservice to put that information out there to women trying to lose weight. Is there a lot of women that can literally just, they're already eating enough food and they can cut some calories and they can lose weight? Yes. But then people seem to think that that's the majority. And it's like, no, because then weight loss wouldn't be such an issue, right? Like cutting your calories from like 2,200 to 1,800 is completely doable, right? But if you're already under eating, it's so hard. So let's fix the issue. So I'm going to give you some actionable tips you can take here. We're actually going to take a moment to pause because Morgan kept yelling at me that I wasn't giving you guys a moment to listen to some of our wonderful partners here. Okay, so what can you do? Well, number one, you can work with us. I mean, that's like step by step. There you go. But let's also talk about some other ways. So we run HTMAs, by the way, in, I'm totally blanking. Oh, in our Hormone Reset Premium Access, which if you guys didn't know, like we changed our one-on-one/hybrid title to Premium Access because you just get so much more than one-on-one coaching. You get labs, you get other coaches, you get fitness plans, you get one-on-one access to me, you get all these cool trainings. I mean, it's just, I love it. So we changed the name, Hormone Reset Premium Access. Let me know how you like that name. You'll have to give me an update. Anyways, so that would be one thing you could do, and you could run an HTMA. You could also increase your protein because remember calcium protein, ding, ding, ding. That would be a great thing to do. So I personally would be consuming 75% of my like body weight in protein, unless you're like having to consume like 200 calories or 200 grams of protein. That's kind of excessive. I would say most women need about 100, 120, 130 grams of protein a day, typically. Aiming for 30 to 40 grams at breakfast and then 30 grams at every other meal. You will be amazed at how much better you feel. So I would start with the protein, okay, the phosphorus, and I would consume more potassium-rich foods because potassium, remember, sensitizes your cells to your thyroid hormone, okay? So potassium is also your stress mineral. So the more stressed you are at, the lower your potassium goes. So avocados, bananas, spinach, coconut water. You can also do adrenal cocktail and jigsaw pickleball juice. Has like 800 milligrams of potassium in the jigsaw pickleball juice. So if you go to the link in the show notes and it says like get supplements at a discount here, go there, create an account. It's free. It's a dispensary for professional grade supplements. It's free for you. You get a 10% discount on all the supplements. And then look for jigsaw pickleball juice and jigsaw adrenal cocktail. I like mixing those two together. You can love on your adrenals and then you can also get your potassium in, or you can just do the pickleball juice. It doesn't matter to me. I mix those two together and then I sprinkle a little bit of lemon juice in because I just like the flavor and I do that. So you can do that. That would be number one. And also, sorry, I haven't done a solo episode in a while, and so now I just need to like tell you guys all the fun things. I had someone tell me that they had the links didn't work for you guys if you if you listen on Google Podcasts. I didn't even know Google Podcasts was a thing, but we put all the links in to our like platform that distributes all of the links, and for some reason it doesn't populate to Google platform, and I don't know why, and I apologize about that. So I'm going to tell you, if you go to our website, which is leahbrueggemann.com, like LeahBrueggemann.com, what you can go ahead and do, excuse me, what you can go ahead and do is go to the blog on there, and we have all of our links there. We also have the podcast, and it has all the links there. So if you ever are just like, I cannot figure out these links, go to the website. We have all my favorites linked there. We have all of the links there. So that was kind of like my little spiel for people that can't find the links. But anyway, and if you're someone that's not in the US, because Fullscript, the dispensary, the one that's linked is for the US and you need it, just shoot us an email and we can try and find you another dispensary so that you can also get supplements. So that was really long-winded. Okay, get your potassium in, get your adrenal cocktails in, get your potassium in, get your protein up. Okay, two things you can do starting today. I would also recommend magnesium, and the reason why is we're all about minerals today. Magnesium is your relaxation mineral, and 78% of women in the US are deficient in magnesium. Again, I'm sorry, I'm giving the statistics for the US. And it's also deficient in our soil. So I would do magnesium. Sorry, I'm like choking. I don't know what I'm choking on, but anyway, I guess water, phlegm, whatever that is. And you can also get these through Fullscript. So magnesium-rich foods are like raw cacao, leafy greens, raw cacao, so like chocolate. Yes, please. But again, it's deficient in your soil, so typically you do need a supplement with it. It's your relaxation mineral. It's used in over 500 different enzyme reactions in your body. Symptoms of low magnesium are like PMS symptoms, restless leg, excessive sweating, sensitivity to noise, hypothyroidism symptoms, sometimes struggle sleeping, all those kinds of things, muscle cramps. And I'll tell you the brands I like. I like Seeking Health, Magnesium Plus. I like that one. I also like Metabolic Maintenance, Magnesium Glycinate. I really like that one. And then I also like Jigsaw. There's that brand again. I really like them. Jigsaw, you can like come sponsor us, please. And Jigsaw Magnesium, I think it's called Mag SRT. I like that one too. And typically, again, this is not medical advice. Always consult with your provider. You want to take 5 times your body weight in milligrams. So if you weigh 100 pounds, you would be taking like 500 milligrams. I think I did that math right. But again, you don't want to be taking like 20,000 milligrams. So typically people need to take like, I'm thinking of Mag SRT. People typically will take like 500 to 700 milligrams of magnesium. It depends. Always start slow, titrate up. Again, not medical advice. Always talk to your provider. Okay. So magnesium is going to help you relax. It's going to help all the different enzyme reactions in your body. Magnesium is really good for blood sugar. So already you're supporting your body where it needs to be supported. You're supporting your adrenals. Your adrenals need to be going great. Okay, all of these things like are great things to do. And did I even talk about cutting calories yet? No, I didn't. So I would do that. And then I would focus on quality sleep. Okay, 7 to 9 hours, depending on what you need, of quality sleep. That means pitch darkness, not scrolling TikTok before you go to bed. Okay, you already know that we love like the sleep products from Rocasa. I have no idea if we'll be talking about them in this episode, but I'm going to just share them with you. If you have no issue sleeping, then don't worry about this. But if you have issues sleeping, check and see, like, do you need to support your liver more? So do you need to do castor oil packs? that would be great. You can sleep in castor oil packs. If you, again, go to Leah's favorites in the show notes and go to the Amazon favorites, I link a bunch of different castor oil packs for you guys there to choose. I like the Queen of Thrones because I like convenience and I like to be able to sleep in it. Literally just slept in it last night. It was great. That will support your liver if you're waking up between like 1 and 3. Other ways to help you sleep better, if you feel like you're waking up maybe between like 3 and 7, this could be parasites. It could just be a blood sugar issue. So sometimes like eating a little bit before bed that's high in minerals and high in protein and fat can be useful. One snack that I really love before bed is dates. I'll do like 4 or 5 dates with some cut up nut butter. Not cut up nut butter, oh my gosh. Grass-fed butter or nut butter, and I'll like warm them up in the oven for like a couple minutes and then sprinkle with sea salt. Oh, it's so good. Probably don't do that if you're diabetic, but if you're not diabetic and you have some protein and fat with it, you're probably okay. I'll have that snack before bed. That's really great. Keeps you satiated. And then if you're just really still struggling with sleep, I like the Rocasa tart cherry juice and the Rocasa deep sleep salve and the Rocasa magnesium cream. I love those. I love them. My child uses them. I use them all the time. I think Rocasa is always linked in the show notes for you guys. I don't know. But either way, Rocasa Organics, you can always use code LEAH, Leah, for 20% off your first order. So do that. And then we're going to be sleeping better. So when we're sleeping better, you're not going to be waking up with higher cortisol throughout the day. Higher cortisol is going to be higher blood sugar, more cravings. Okay, so the better you sleep, less cravings. Okay, you see where we're going with this? Less cravings, more energy, more motivation. And then the next thing I would do is balance your blood sugar. Okay, balancing your blood sugar. How many times have I talked about this? A lot. Protein, fat, fiber, carb. Protein, fat, fiber, carb. Okay, so do that. Please do that. Please do that. Okay. I'm not even going to dive more into blood sugar balance because you guys, I've done so many episodes on this and we'll link them in the show notes, like blood sugar balance for weight loss, blood sugar balance for optimal hormones, optimizing your metabolism. All of those are about blood sugar. Okay. Optimizing your metabolism. You guys go listen to that one. That one's by Dr. Kelly Chu. It's so good. Okay. What else? Blood sugar balance. Getting your minerals up, supporting your sleep, eating enough food. Okay. So let's like eat enough food first of all. And I know this is really scary to people if you're already eating 800 calories. So I would like throw out eating the calories and I would focus on the blood sugar balance and I would just focus on eating nourishing food. So if you're balancing your blood sugar, you're less likely to overeat because you're not going to have those cravings, right? And then if you're eating nourishing food, your body's getting what it needs. And so again, you're less likely to have cravings. So start with the nourishing food, start with the blood sugar balance. Okay. Build your body up, heal, and then we can move into the weight loss. A lot of times people are already losing weight by this point. Insulin resistance. If you have insulin resistance, I do recommend having a circadian fast for insulin resistance, which means like after your last meal, try and have like 10 to 12 hours before your first meal. That's a circadian fast, not like intermittent fasting, not anything like that. And then if you have like a continuous glucose monitor, you really want to keep your blood sugar in that really, really tight range, like under like 110, 120, 110 kind of perfect would be great. And keeping it with like a really slow rise. Animal protein is really, really good for insulin resistance, and making sure that you're getting in like that 30 to 40 grams with every single meal with lots of fiber is going to be really great. Again, go back and listen to those blood sugar balance issues if you have insulin resistance. Weight training is going to be your friend if you have insulin resistance. Okay, 30 minutes, get in there, lift some weights. It sensitizes your body to insulin. Walking 30 minutes. I think it's 3 times a week. I don't know. Everyone should walk every day. Everybody needs movement. Also increases your sensitivity to insulin. Go do that. Sunlight. Great. great for sensitizing to insulin and blood sugar. So those would be my things. Some people also, if they have insulin resistance, chromium GTF is a supplement that can sometimes be really helpful for helping stabilize that blood sugar. Again, always talk to your provider. Always talk to your provider. But here are some things that you can do, okay? And not one of them talked about cutting calories, okay? You're going to be supporting your liver. You're going to be supporting all your minerals. You're going to be sleeping better. You're going to be focusing on your sleep. You're going to be getting in movement. You're going to be sensitizing your insulin with weightlifting. You're going to be getting sunlight. You're going to be eating enough food. You're going to be balancing your blood sugar. Go do that. Don't eat 900 calories and ruin your body because like your body's functions are just going to shut down. Okay, Leah's rant is over.
Thank you for listening to today's episode of Balancing Hormones Naturally. If you found this helpful, I would love for you to share it with a friend and post it on your stories and tag Balancing Hormones Naturally podcast so we can get this message out. You can find me on Instagram at Leah_BRUEG, and I would absolutely love to hear from you.